Hey, you beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. It's so lovely that you could join me today, and I hope you're having a lovely day, night, afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. As you can see here, I have two candles, and these candles are here to represent the twin flame journey, and also to represent the coming together, the coming back of the souls. Okay, so I know from speaking to many of you that you've been having a difficult time on your twin flame journey. Many of you are in separation from your twin flame, and I want to bring you hope today, and I want to bring you love today, and I also want to bring you a feeling of peace. Now, I don't like to push any particular religion or spiritual practice or anything on my channel, because I believe that it's up to every individual to decide, how they feel internally about their own quest or their own journey back to their self, back to their source, back to the divine energy that created us in the first place. I do, however, want to offer today a prayer for healing, or a prayer for helping you or a family member or someone you know in some small way. So this is what I'd like to do as part of my mission. I am religious, and I do have a belief about a certain way, and that's not why I'm here. But I want to offer you my prayers towards anyone who you may feel needs it at this time, including you for your twin flame journey, or including it might be a mother or a brother or a sister or an uncle or someone that you know, a friend who's going through a hard time. And so I would ask you to write, whoever you want healing or prayers for, I would ask that you write their names in the comments section of this video. Okay, so you can put as many names as you want. All right, so I don't know, Uncle Gerald and Auntie Betsy and whoever it is, your mum, but just put their name. You can just put their first name, and it's the intention that they will have an easier path. Okay, so that's what I'd like to offer you today. It's just really a quick video. I feel that these candles represent the twin flame journey. They also represent healing and the light that we want the world to, come into this beautiful place where we can live in a world of unconditional love, where there's no people starving in the world, no people homeless, no people being bullied, or, in situations of domestic violence, where there's no war, and where there's no war on the rights of people, where people can pray or have a religious practice or a spiritual practice, or no practice at all, if that's what they want to do. But a world where we feel free, but where we also feel safe and loved. And, with the current world situation, there's been a lot of fear in the media and in the news. And so I wanted to bring you my love today to make you feel better, and know that, maybe no one around you cares right now, or maybe you feel alone right now. And I want you to know that I'm here if you need me. And, this is a free thing where you can just literally put your name in the comments, and I will pray on your behalf for whoever it is that you need or feel that needs prayers. I also want to do a quick DM Speaks video. So this, this video is called the Divine Masculine Speaks. So I'm just going to move the candles. Maybe, where can we put them? I don't know, maybe we'll go there. So they're still here. I don't know, can we? I don't want them to fall off. Ooh, okay. So we can still hear what Divine Masculine wants to say. And we can also have the intention of healing ourselves and our loved ones and those people we care so much about as we do the video. Okay. All right. Divine Masculine wants to say that he's been in this place. I'm just trying to figure out where the best place is. That's probably the best. Okay, so he's been in this place or space. He wants to say space of contemplation. Sometimes he spends time alone at night time. I really feel that he's deep in his emotions at the moment. And he's feeling quite alone. Many of them are taking stock of their lives at this time and realizing just how beautiful their divine feminine is. Many of you have been there, in difficult times for your divine masculine. They may have told you some kind of secret here, or in the near future, they're trying to tell you a secret. So if you're not in physical communication with your divine masculine, he may actually want to tell you something. Wow. It's related to moving towards you, or why he hasn't moved towards you. Okay. For some of them, the blocks are money. For some of them, the block is the locality. It's very difficult to get places at the moment as the world has been shut down. Wow. He sees you as, I'm going to say Eve. Okay, if you think of Adam and Eve, all right, he sees you as Eve, which is his perfect counterpart. He feels nurtured by you and very loved by you. If you haven't spoken to him for some time, he's remembering this beautiful feeling. Perhaps I can feel, if we look at the back of this masculine here, it's like he can feel you wrapping his arms around him. He longs to feel your touch in an intimate kind of way, in a gentle, nurturing way. Okay. This love for you is abundant. This love for you is incomparable to any other relationship or anyone. Like, even if he has children and loves them, it's a different kind of love. It's a literal out of this world kind of love. He feels like he's in another world when he connects with you. And many divine feminine will say that too, like when they connect with their divine masculine, it feels otherworldly. And that's why, here we go, it feels otherworldly. Don't you love how the cards kind of, come up as I say them? It's funny. Like I say, I'm a psychic medium, but I use the tarot cards, for entertainment purposes only. But the tarot kind of has its own intuition, and so it agrees with me, which, I find kind of cute, kind of endearing. So that's beautiful. He feels like he's in another world with you. I'm being drawn to the movie The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. If you've ever seen that movie, it's where the kids kind of are mucking around and playing in the cupboard. I think it's from the UK. And they find themselves in a whole nother land, and it's really cool. Like it's a kids movie, but The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, for some of you that might mean something. Divine Feminine, here you are, being represented here as the High Priestess. Although your intuition at this time may be a little bit flawed, or let me change that word into not as good as normal, you know. It's like you feel like you want to connect with your masculine, and perhaps you've even been trying to, and it's as if they're not there. And this is because, let me see if the cards are going to agree with me. This is because their love has been a little bit tainted by the physical world. So their soul is still pure and intact. You know, as you look at these candles here, I mean, it's a little bit hard to see exactly inside of them because, because of the light. But the flame of the soul is still intact in your divine masculine, as it always is. But because we have physical bodies and live in the denseness of the third dimensional reality, there can be this disconnect sometimes. And many twin flames will message me and say, oh, I can't feel my divine masculine right now. Is he okay? Has something happened to him? And many times his karmic life kind of takes over. He's currently looking at your pictures right now, thinking about the messages he wants to send to you, thinking about the messages that he has sent to you. If you haven't sent him any pictures, he might be secretly stalking your social media a little bit so that he can see you. You know, it's this feeling of, you know, if you can't be, like, say, if, let's just say you have good parents. Not everyone has good parents, but let's just say you had a really great mum, or you have a really great mum, and maybe, you know, you're disconnected in some way with her because she lives at a distance, or, you know, she could have passed away, or whatever it is in your life. But if you see a photo, you kind of go, oh, and you get that warmth feeling. Like, because my mum passed away, she passed away in 2009, I often look at photos of her to bring her back into my memory. You know what I mean? Because the memory sometimes can fade. And so as he looks at your pictures, you know, he's not kind of doing it in a stalky way. He's doing it, you know, in a beautiful way, because you feel like home to him. So what is he not saying to you that you perhaps need to know? Let's see now. Yeah. He's feeling alone. He's feeling very lonely without you. He's, perhaps, for some of you, they're religious or spiritual in some kind of way, but even that feels a little bit lonely. Even that's not quite giving them the strength that they need to get through this time. Yeah, there's been confusion here. There's other people in their environment that have kind of been taking away from their joy. They might be envious, they might be angry, they might be, you know, generally in third dimensional consciousness. And so he feels this, I'm going to say it's like a sprinkling. I don't know, what do you put nutmeg on? Is it custard or something? I don't know what you put nutmeg on. But if you imagine you put cinnamon or nutmeg on something, you know, every time they give a bad word or something, it's like this sprinkling or this shaking of negative energy. And, you know, he might have been going along fine for a while, but then, you know, there's the karmic whoever it is, could be mother, brother, sister, auntie, married partner, right? And they might just say something. And so they brush it off, and then, it's like they keep shaking this negativity onto him. And it confuses him because he's a loving man or a loving masculine. Of course, we're not talking about genders here, but you know what I mean. So as he watches these people behave in certain ways that doesn't resonate with him, doesn't resonate with his soul, he feels like he wants to come home to you, Divine Feminine. And this is the Twin Flame card. So if you're here and watching this, this can be a confirmation for you. Without you, he feels off balance. He's desperate to get a message to you. This is what he wants you to know and isn't telling you. Many Divine Masculine actually say they're not ready for a relationship, they're not ready to move on from, whatever their current situation is in. But look at this. Here's the divine connection. The divine connection that they want to have with you and with God or Allah or Buddha or whoever it is you believe in. Okay, this is really lovely. This is what their soul longs for. What they do in the physical world can be sometimes completely different from what the soul wants. Okay. I'll kind of give it to you as a little example here. I'm not going to talk forever today, but I just wanted to tell you that, here's the soul of you and your Divine Masculine. You're exactly the same soul in separate bodies. Okay. So there's your body and there's his body. Take gender how it resonates for you. Okay. So you're off both experiencing these different worlds. And of course, sometimes your twin flame perceives things in a little bit of a different way to you, depending on their, awakening, how awake they are. This isn't, waking up from sleep awake. So it kind of depends where they are on the journey themselves, but their soul is always flickering for you, like a candle, Their soul is always flaming for you, right? Their heart is always longing to be with you. Okay, the only thing that comes in the way is the mindset, the mind space, and the physical reality in the way. What are the blocks to your union? Maybe just have a little think about that. Is it the location? Is it that there are people, places, or situations in the way? Is it money in the way? What's in the way of your union? Many Divine Masculine are thinking about what's in the way. For some of them, there's more than one thing here, and it makes them emotional. My narcissistic cousin's in the way. My ex is in the way. My money's in the way. My locality's in the way. She's in Greece and I'm in Spain. For crying out loud, how did that happen, And it's frustrating because not all Divine Masculines are blocking off the connection. Many of them want to be with Divine Feminine. And for some of them, they say, I can't be with you right now. And that's because they know that there's something that they just can't tangibly find or move past. If he's in Greece and you're in Spain, how does he get to you when the airports are closed? If he only makes a small wage, how does he save the money to get to you? Is there a visa involved, or is there a cultural difference involved? Is there something else in the way. Perhaps their work, or, you know, like what if he did live in Greece and you lived in Spain, but he's got a business in Greece that he needs to run, like he's the CEO of his own business, let's say. Maybe he makes bikinis for a living. Wouldn't that be good? Free bikinis for life. I am being a little bit funny, but that's okay. There is luck here, a lucky new cycle coming. Divine masculine can feel it. You know, his soul is shining through. His soul is feeling it. His physical body might be tired or drained or exhausted or whatever it is. He might even be a little bit pissed off with the people around him. He might even want to cut a few people off and say, look, F you, buddy. I've had enough of that. Right? But see in the background here, those birds. He wants to come in with a message for you. Perhaps this is the message for you today, you listening to my channel. There's a lot of passion here. This is Friends with Benefits Charlie. But we also have the love. Okay. Not only does he want to madly, passionately, wildly make love with you. Hopefully you've got a stable for that horse. One of you beautiful twin flames was talking about being swept away with the night and unicorns and stuff, and I thought that was so funny. Beautiful. But here he is. Look, he's even got feathers in his hair. All right. I don't know about those. Does he own a bikini store? I can't see any bikinis here. Maybe he forgot to bring them. Friends with Benefits Charlie, hey? However, he's working hard to get to you. Look at this. There's all those bikinis hanging on the rack. What size are you, Divine Feminine? Oh, I'm chubby with a hint of sass. That's my size. We have to be a little bit funny, don't we? And here you are, look. Here you are as the Empress. How beautiful. Many of you are mothers. Many of you would be beautiful mothers. Many of you own a clothing company or want to perhaps do something to do with beauty. Some of you also like going out into nature and taking your best lounge cushion with you. Of course you would. Who wants to sit on the ground? It's far too hard under the bottom, isn't it? So let's see. Wow, the last card. Look at this. Ooh, that was a bit close to the candle. We nearly went, literally, the twin flames nearly went up in flames. This is the messages coming in. Okay, if he's not messaging you in the physical, tangible world, then in the ethereal world, he's trying to get a message to you. So connect in with him. He is desperately looking for love, needing your nurturing. I think you can see. I'll try not to set these two on fire. I think there's enough fire here, but is that her hand near his face, near his head? She's saying, where on earth did you get those hair extensions? Can you give me the name of the salon? Which reminds me, I still have to do my nails. Beautiful, beautiful messages here. I want to leave it there. And I want to remind you to leave your names down in the description box. In the description box, you can't do that. In the comment section, that's a better place. I'm also reminding you to drink more water. 18 gazillion liters per day, please. You'll feel amazing. Alrighty, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sending you love and light and peace from Australia. And I'm going to keep these candles going for a little while now as I do my prayers. Okay. But I'm also going to, whoever you know, whoever puts their name down, or, you know, it can be the name of your mum or your brother or your cousin's brother's sister's husband's sister in the comments, and that's fine. And you just, you know, don't have to put last names. You can put first names, or first names and last names. Don't give me your address, because then other people can see that. This is an energetic prayer. I won't actually be coming to visit you at your house, although that would be cool. Anyway, I talk way too much. Donkey's looking at me, rolling his eyes. He's like, oh my goodness. All right, I love you all. Thank you for being here on my channel. And, well, it's our channel really, isn't it? Thank you for being here. Bye. Mwah. Bye.